Welcome to my channel, Global Effect 1969. I got different videos, mechanic videos, how-to videos, cooking videos, just videos, different things. Anyway, I made a video on this little heater either yesterday or the day before yesterday. I forget when I bought it. But on that video, you'll see me just set it up and get it going and everything. On this video right here, I'm actually going to take like the whole unit apart to show you what it all looks like inside and everything. Because I was thinking, what happens if I got to change the light bulb? I've seen a bunch of other videos out there with this little heater there, and then you got to change that light bulb there. So this video is going to be kind of long, and you can just like skip through it, fast forward to the part you want to watch. Or you can watch the whole thing. Anyway, I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. At the back. I'm going to take this back cover off, and then I'll show you what's all in the inside. I'll start by taking off this top screw. Comes off pretty easy actually. And actually, when I went to go take this apart, it's a little bit like the screws on this side. I think whoever put it together tightened them up a little bit too much, kind of stripped it. There's 6 little screws. I guess when they put it on, they tighten it up too much. You can tighten up too much. If you tighten up too much, you'll strip it. This side over here was pretty good. They weren't stripped at all. Well, the little unit wasn't stripped, so you can get to it real easy. Let me show you the inside what it looks like. The heater is working and everything, and all you do is take off those little screws. There's 6 screws right there to look at the inside. And of course, you don't got to take it apart because they don't come with a light bulb. It's got LED lights. Just pry that off, and it comes right off like that. And I'll put this back in over here. Keep it safe. And be careful with it back when you put it off too, because that's sharp too. They made all this stuff sharp, very sharp. Be careful, don't cut yourself. And now you can see the inside there. And let me turn it on so you can see what it looks like. Move the screws out of the way, I don't want to lose them. I still got it plugged in. Do not touch nothing. Do not take it apart. This is just to show you. Do not take it apart and electrocute yourself. I'm going to turn it on so you can see. Bring it up close there. Now you see you got this tube that's rolling. In front of it there's some lights in there. And this part that looked like the fire when you got it on. Oops, I don't want to turn the heater on. See, it looked like fire. Okay, now I'm bringing you a close-up over here so you can see what I'm looking at over here. This is what was spinning right now. The LED lights are down there at the bottom. You see them? There's a strip of LED lights down there. I don't know if I could actually pull this unit apart. Well, I can, but... So that's what it looks like right there on the inside. There's no lights to replace. There's just the LED lights right there. The heater down here. And of course, it throws out the heat from right here in front. There's the elements in there. Like I said, that's what makes it look like there's a fire. That's just a light on. Again, I'll spin it around and show you what it looks like from a close-up right here. That's the light shining there. When you look at it from the front, it looks like there's a fire going. You can see the LED lights on down there at the bottom, underneath the roller. Yeah, but that's pretty neat, man, if you look at it. I was just surprised because on some of them older models that I was watching on YouTube, the light goes out. You can change out the light bulb. Trying to see how cool that looks like that. It looks pretty neat. Anyway, that's what makes it look like fire. Then of course, with that plate on the back and that on, it makes it look like there's a fire going on there. Like there's a fire inside. But really the heater is just this little piece down here. Now I could take it apart some more to show you what it looks like, but I'm gonna have to unplug it. I don't want to get electrocuted here. All right, let me unplug this right quick, and I'll go from there. What I'm gonna do is put a towel on the ground. All right, I put a towel there because I don't want to get it all scratched up when I work on it there. Yeah, that light's annoying, huh? All right, I'm gonna turn it off. Definitely gonna unplug it. Don't want to get electrocuted, so I'll definitely unplug it. Let me go from here. Let me see. This part's all kind of hard to take apart because more likely you got to take the bottom part first to get to. Let's see what it looks like down there. All right, I'm gonna start working on it here. See what I can do here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be 3 screws for me to remove right here at the bottom. Remember, I don't recommend y'all taking it apart. I'm just taking it apart to show y'all what the inside looks like. And I did unplug it. This should release the inside. There's 3 screws up on the bottom underneath right here. Like I said, should, because I'm going through this as I'm showing y'all. Actually, there was only 2 there. Now flip it. This side. There's 2 on this side too. I'll get this one first. As always, I forget a bunch of stuff all the time, so let me double check, make sure the camera's running, because I don't want to be sitting there pulling it apart and then go try to put it together and be wondering like, oh man, what did I do? All right. You'll see me checking back and forth, making sure video is recording. All right, what I got here now, I took that apart. So now the switches are in there. It's just a little bitty. Let's see if I get this to show better. Oh. I'm ready to bend stuff now. I don't want to break stuff here. Let me see. Definitely don't want to break nothing here, so need the flashlight, see what I'm doing. See how many connections I got in there. 1, 2. Show you what I'm looking at. I got this little connection I got to remove. Okay, let me get in there and try to remove that because I don't want to break it. Oh, first thing I said, I don't want to break it. Actually, instead of moving all that, it'd be easier to I'm gonna leave that connected. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do here. Actually, I can pull off these two and just remove the LED light that's already connected. There, and I removed the LED light. You see that? That's the LED light right there. This is the LED light that's making it look like there's a fire. Now, I don't recommend y'all be doing this. I'm just showing y'all this. Everything works on the inside. I'm gonna plug this right back in and show you the light. You'll see me open the front there. My hand come back here. When you turn it on, super bright. See that? And of course you got the wheel right there. Let me turn it back on. You got the wheel right there spinning. See, here it is. Now when I unplug that, I can pull it out further now. Don't touch none of that, get electrocuted. Like I said, you got no business with it open anyways. I'm just showing y'all. This is the wheel spinning right here. That makes it look like a fire. And the light reflects off of that onto this part, which would be on the front part. Which actually, when it's in there, it'll be sitting like that, but facing the other way, you know. Now that's simple. It's just a little bitty. Like I said, the heater's in the bottom. The heater's just that little piece down there. Let me turn off this LED light right here. The heater's down at the bottom. That's the heater. This is just for a display that makes it look like there's a fire in there going on. This is the back plate that goes on like this. You know, when everything's in there. Yeah, but this is the color it is, and it's reflecting off of there. The light's reflecting off of there, making it look like fire. So that's basically it to the whole unit right there. You know, then like I said, it comes, you know, I put this back on and it shines the light. Safety first. Let me unplug this now. Alright. So that's all. There really ain't much to it, man. I mean, I can unscrew this and show you the whole unit. Let me unscrew that right quick, show you the whole unit. To unscrew that, I gotta unscrew both of these. And unscrew these two right. There's two right there. Like I need to unscrew. Let me unscrew that first so I can show you. You got that one. I gotta make sure I keep the screws separate, cause make sure I don't mix up which screws go where. And then try to wonder why I can't put it back together right. Oh good, I can get to it right there. I was like, don't tell me I can't get to it. I'm gonna unscrew this one. This one's quite a bit of an angle. Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, it's easier to get it at an angle like this. That one goes over here. I'm gonna put these screws over here to make sure I remember where it goes. Now I got that. I try to get this done before they get home and see what I'm doing. Go crazy because it's a brand new heater. Now I got that. That's just so I can take off this unit so I can show you the rest of that part of the unit. It's gonna be these two screws right here. This one. I'll keep those screws together so I remember they go to attach this thing back together, man. Definitely don't take this apart and then try to put it together and then you tighten it too much. You end up stripping it, man. Real light. There you go. Here's the part that looks like fire. See when there's a light behind it? Let me turn on the flashlight. It looks like there's a fire. But this is the light behind it right here. This is a unit that sits in there. That's what it looks like right there, man. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and remove these right here. I'll remove these so you can see that whole unit there. How about that? That'll give you something to look at. Let me get these off, man. And then you can see that whole little tube in there. There you go. There we go. Now you can see this. See, this is what the light that's spinning in there. That's all it is. Simple little gimmick there. This actually sits in here like this. Don't break that little LED light that goes in there. This actually sits in there like this. Bring that up closer over here. Mix up these screws, man. Hey, mamma mia, let's just make a video here now. I forgot where I was at. Okay, I'm back to this. Phone call came in, so I got lost at where I was at showing you all this. I'm gonna plug that back in. As long as I don't touch nothing, I'm alright. I'm gonna turn it back on. And that's the light turn. That's how it's spinning. That's with everything, without everything on there. Good, because it was making like a little noise. At least now I can hear where the noise is coming from and stuff. And these are the little lights that go in front of it. And it'll make it look like there's a fire. Like, let me see. It'd be something like, basically something like this. This ain't the way it goes, but just more or less show you what it'd be doing looking at it from the other side. That's all to it. The older models, they bring a, if you look up on YouTube, the older models, you can switch the light bulb out. On this model, it just got these, basically just these lights, so it's not like you can, I guess you could probably buy the strip if it goes out. I mean, it unplugs right here and plugs back in. But other than that, that's all to it right there. That's pretty neat, actually. Now, let me see what it looks like down here. So those are all the wires. The only wires that go down there are these big ones right here. And they go down there to the heater. I could probably pull that heater apart and show you that part, but I'll make a different part for that because I got to get this back together before everybody shows up. Not that I'll get in trouble. Those who wonder why I took it apart and we just bought it yesterday, day before yesterday. But I'll show you a close-up view of the, give you a close-up view right here. All the switches and stuff. Definitely don't touch none of that because it's still plugged in. Like I said, it comes back here. Light turns on. It's rolling. I got it all apart. Screws everywhere. But that's kind of neat, actually. Just looking at that looks neat. Turn it back off. Now the fun part is putting it back together. Can I remember how it goes back together? That's basically it. I mean, I guess I can show you the other side of that switch. This is it right here. That's where the LED light goes, the strip of LED light goes on. But that's it right there. Look at all to see if you can see that, but see, that's basically it. Give me a flashlight here, shine some light there so you can see the little motor. That's the little motor running this strip right here. I'm gonna turn it off. Put it back right there, unplug it, start putting it back together. Now you can either stay here with me and watch me put it together, or you can exit out already, but I'm gonna put it back together, see if I can remember how to put it back together and what went first. Like I said, I got it all apart. Alright, if I'm right, this goes to the back. Yep. I really got confused here. Yeah, this, okay. Yeah, see, I was already forgetting how it goes. Man, see, that's crazy. Okay, this goes to the back like this. There we go. Kind of give it a little bend because when it was on there, I noticed it was kind of like a, kind of more flat down, touching the thing there, the roller. So if I give it a little bend, that should work. And that took 4 little black screws if I'm right. And where you want to lightly put them on there, you don't want to strip it. Because you can't strip them. Like I said, that back part, it was already stripped on this side. I guess when they put it together, they like put it way too tight. You gotta just barely snug it. pull that in right there. Make sure I don't strip it. And then you want to make sure, you also want to make sure you put it tight enough, because if you don't, well, you don't put it tight enough, it might come apart while you got it in there. I got that part on there. Yeah, it goes in like this. This goes in like this. Yeah, I got it, man. I got it. This goes in like this. I'm gonna put this next. Yep, I put this first. Cause these are the two over here. I kept them separate, so I know where they're at. Now, can he put it back together after taking it apart? That's the question. Remember, barely put them on. You don't want to strip it, man. Maybe if I put them down, but like I'm putting it so the camera can see. And the camera can catch me putting it together. Yeah, make sure you get in the hole, man. It won't work if you don't get in the hole. That's in there. Now I gotta turn it back to the bottom. Now I got the bottom, I gotta put that screw on. Which I don't know if you'll be able to see through the camera there. I can get it started by hand. Hand, fingers, brain, whatever you want to call it, those all being used at the same time. Just started like that, and let me see if I can. I was trying to do it earlier to the top part and I couldn't. Let me see if I can get it now and so you'll be able to see me screwing it together. That's as far as I can go, and then I got to come down here and get it the rest of the way because my screwdriver ain't long enough. There, that's snug. You definitely don't want to over tighten it and ruin it. The next one goes right there. Let me get you a closer up view right here. I'm not covering the camera and everything. The next screw goes right here. Let's see if I can get that one in a little bit easier. This is the one I had trouble with. Trying to take it out through here. Because that screwdriver might be just a little hair or two too thick for it, man, but if I can get it started. There we go. I got to start it there, man. I said, then I gotta come back to the edge over here to it. Because the screwdriver's not long enough. There. And I got that part put together ready. As long as I don't end up with extra screws and stuff, man, because that's normally what happens sometimes when I do stuff like this. And I'm like, man, where I gotta put that at? That's gotta go somewhere. Okay, let's see. I got 1, 2 screw, 1, 2 screw, the one for the back. One, two in the bottom, 1, 2 in the bottom, which I got. I got 2 of these. They go on the bottom, 1 on each side. Ended up with 2 extra screws. Like I said, I probably would. Let me look right here, see what I got going on right here. Oh, okay, yeah. That's for the strip that led. I was like, I'm gonna end up with 2 extra screws. That's a no-no. Let me see if I can catch myself putting this back together, man. I know this video ain't for all. Not everybody likes watching stuff like this, but I like doing stuff like this, so that's why I'm doing it. Let me see if I can catch this, putting this together. Yeah, I was already like, I ended up with extra screws, man. That ain't good. There it is. Okay, there we go. Trying to get the camera up there to, so I can be able to get it when I'm putting it back together. Now I'm gonna put the LED light back on. Make sure to turn it the right way. Simple as that. It goes back on there like that. Now the LED light, you definitely don't want to screw, because these are the LED lights, remember? Let me make sure they're still working, man. Oh, they should still be working. Got that little nipple there, put it right in there to line it up. Put the screws on. Put the screws on. One on this side over here. See if I can get it started right here. Definitely want to drop that and lose that. Or drop it into the motor down there somewhere. That one you definitely don't want to tighten too much, because I think that caught it. Yeah, you don't want to break that, man. Just making sure it's tight enough. I don't want to end up breaking it. Now, I don't know if I left it on or off. It's off. Now I got that part put together. Now I'm gonna have to turn it upside down and put the other piece together, but let me check it out, man. Let me make sure the lights are still running. Okay, I plugged it in, let me turn it on. Make sure all the lights are still operating. Yep, they're still operating. Alright, let me turn it off before I short something out. Unplug it. Close that door up front. Make sure I'm not sitting on the wire back there at the back. Make sure all the wires are out of the way. There we go. I'll place this back down. Pull out the flashlight. Sitting on there. There you go. And this is the part I gotta be careful with because there's wires there, and I gotta make sure I'm off of all the wires. There we go. That's a lot easier when you're off all the wires. Now, do up all the wires. Yes, yes, yes. Now I'm turning back up. If y'all can see what I'm doing there. Now what I'm gonna do is lay it down like this. I'm gonna lay it down like that and get the screws in the bottom started. You can see that one better. I don't recommend y'all take that apart, but like I said, if y'all do not over tighten it, because they're real thin little things. All you gotta do is over tighten it and you strip it. You'll feel it once it hits bottom. And right there, I feel it. Just give it a little twist, barely anything. This one's still sticking way out. And don't leave it loose either, thinking you over tighten it. Got that one. Now I'm gonna go to this one over here. Same thing. Like I said, make sure none of your wires are underneath this plate. I don't recommend y'all take it apart, but just in case y'all do what I just did. Make sure it's lined up. I'm gonna try to start both of them up. Yeah, when I was little, I used to do stuff like this. My parents I asked them for the key to the car, and I went out there. And when they went out there, they seen I had stripped the whole freaking door apart on the brand new car we had just got. They had just bought a Pinto. I haven't heard Pinto in a long time. I just thought of that right now. I was telling the story. But they gave me the keys to the car because I asked for them. And like I used to watch people working on vehicles, I went out there and I started pulling apart that whole Pinto, man. I pulled the whole door, the side door off, and man, they were upset with me because they had just got that vehicle. They only had it like a week or so, and I went out there and stripped it all apart. I mean, we've got to put it back together, but I was just a little bitty kid at that time. Push my hand to the back right here, make sure it's bottomed out. Like I said, you don't want to go too tight. That's it, I got it back together. Woohoo! Hopefully it's working. Okay, I got it back together. Now I can remove that towel right quick. Got the other little screws I got to put together. Ow! I just left the screw behind. Don't leave a screw behind and then get on it with your knee. Let's see. I'm gonna plug it back in. I'm gonna lose screws, moving everything around right here. I'm gonna plug it back in. Let's make sure everything works, man. Make sure nothing's hitting. There we go. It's still working. So y'all got to see me pull it apart. Let me get up close right here so you can take a look. Yeah. That does look kind of neat though. Maybe I'll take the heater part. This is the heater part down here at the bottom. I'll take that apart a different day. Make a different video. Look at that, man. Everything's still working. Now we'll let them see the video. After I'm done putting it together, make sure everything's working. Okay, this is without the back on. And then when you got the back on, that makes it look like there's a fire going. Go ahead and turn it off. Turn it back around. Make sure nothing's touching. Yeah, because like I said, it looked kind of, I guess when they put it together the factory, this was kind of pushed down a little bit. And when that was spinning, it was like barely missing. It barely misses it right now, so I guess it's made like that. Barely off of there. So everything's put back together now. I'm gonna put the top back on. When you go to put the top back on, got some little edges here. You put in the edges right there. And you just put this back on. You got the edges here, and there's another edge in the inside there to hold it together. And then the rest, put it on there, man. Like I said, once you get it on there, just snug it. You don't want to put it too tight and then strip it. You'll feel it hit bottom, but you gotta lightly go. You can't go like real fast. If you go real fast, you won't feel it, and you'll end up stripping it before you even know it, man. Like you're getting towards the close to the end there, just yeah, definitely want to try putting it tighter. Same thing, come to this side over here. Right there, bottom. That one you can barely put, because like I said, those look like they were stripped by whoever put them all together at the factory. Like that one looks almost slipped right now all the way in. Maybe that's why on this one I hear a lot of rattling at nighttime, because I'm like, shouldn't be rattling that much, man. No, because that wouldn't make it rattle. Barely, just you make sure you got it snug there. All right, then put it back together there. Let's take a look at it again now. Turn on the light. Let me turn off this other light that I got over here. While I was working on it, so you can see stuff better. Let me turn off the living room light. All right, now it looks pretty cool there. You can hear that little motor rolling in there. That's what I hear at night. It's got grease on it and everything, because I got a little bit of grease on me when I was working on it, but at night it sounds noisy, especially when you turn it on. Let me turn it on right quick. Let me pull it forward a little bit away from the couch. I'm gonna turn it on. And now I got it all the way. This is the thermostat. This is the brightness on the light. You'll see the heat come on there at the bottom. Let me turn off that kitchen light too. So that's what it looks like right now when I got oh, there's the flame brightness right there, look. That's with the camera light on. That's the thermostat to turn off and on. Now it ain't gonna blow hotter. I mean, the blower ain't gonna blow more air or anything. It's just gonna get hotter, blow hotter air out of there when you put it on high and low. Now let me turn off the camera light. That looks pretty neat with the camera light on, actually. Let me turn off the camera light so you can see exactly what it looks like without the camera light on. Okay, here's what it looks like without the camera light on. Adjust it. Oh, that's off and on. Right here, the light. That's on low. You can just pick it up as much as you want, which is right there, is the high right there. And you can close this. And I appreciate y'all watching my videos. Like I said, I'll make you another video of me taking apart the bottom part. But this one's already long enough, man. It says 47 minutes so far. But of course, I still got to edit it because I was moving around doing stuff. Got a phone call. The camera still was running. Actually, I started a couple of times, so it might be almost an hour long. But if y'all stay this long to watch it, well, good for y'all. Good for me. It helped me out on my YouTube ratings. So I appreciate y'all watching my channel. And come back for some more videos, man. Alright, let me turn it off because I got it close to that couch. I don't want to get that couch on fire. Well, I'll turn off the heat at least. Let the flame on. Well, a fake flame, not a real flame. I might be making a video with the flame just going like that, where it looks real, and put some music on it, and people can just turn to my channel and play that video when they want, and it'll look pretty neat. They can just watch the flame with the music playing when they're bored or something. Just sit back, kick back, watch the little stove there. Actually, a little heater, but it's called a heater stove. Supposed to look like a little heater, but like remember I said, none of this gets hot. This is all just display. You need a light bulb. Nothing gets hot here. Down there where it gets hot, it'll burn you. All right, man. Thank you for watching. Enjoy.